wrong for blocking my childhood friend for my mental health? Story time. This girl has been my best friend since we were in our 2nd grade. I try my best to be a supportive and understanding friend, but recently I just got tired. I'm tired of how she complains. I mean, there is no day that would go by that this girl would not tell me how bad of a day she's having. If I text her, "How are you?" she would respond with a paragraph of the things that are going wrong in her life. She tells me how depressed she is, how she cannot afford to get things for herself, even something as common and little as food. After she narrates her entire problems with her, I always offer to pay for everything she talks about. At some point, I felt she needed some spiritual intervention like God, so I scheduled some fasting session for us. A week later, I decided to check up on her as per, "How are you?" And she told me that the girl she was living with, which was a very good friend, put her things out of the house. So right now, she's basically homeless. I told her that I was going to help her get a place, but I do not have the money to furnish it, which is reasonable because she's not her father. And she was okay with the plan. Then she texted me the next day with a bunch of crying emojis, and I was like, "What's going on with you?" Then she replied with, "I'm so sad, I don't have money to buy myself clothes and stuffs for the house, and people even look down on me a lot." She then told me to help her text her ex-boyfriend and ask him if he still loves her and if he's still willing to get back with her. Of course, I refused because I was not comfortable with it, and they've broken up for like 2 years now. So how dumb is that? I mean, I cannot just slide in his DM and start asking him all those stupid questions. After I told her that I was not going to do that, the next morning she texted me all crying, telling me that maybe relationships are not for her after all, and that she's very lonely. She doesn't know the path that her life is going. As a friend, I gave her some advice and I had some prayer sessions with her. I mean, how lucky can you be to have a friend that supports you financially and spiritually? A lot of friends these days, they don't care about your spiritual life, my sister. Which friend remembers to pray with you and still give you money on top of that? Get you an apartment. You're lucky. Now, lately, it has even become worse because there is no day she calls me to check up on me that we will not end up talking about a problem. And that's something I really hate. Like, we're trying to talk about me and all of a sudden you find a way to turn it around and start talking about yourself. And it's not once, it's not twice, it's every time. The world doesn't revolve around you, my darling. Every time she has cramps or a headache or she has an argument with a neighbor, she sends me a paragraph of how she wants to kill herself and how she wants to end it all. And she keeps saying that God turns his back on her. If she really says these things about God, then how do you think your prayers with her are going to work? This girl does not really believe in God. It has gotten to the point where whenever I see her online, I'm always scared to talk to her or text her because I don't know what problem she's actually facing at the moment. And I have run out of words of encouragement and advice for her. I have been in your shoes before. I really want to be there for her to make her feel better, but I don't even know what to say to her anymore. And listening to someone's problems every day can be exhausting, so I blocked her. Am I wrong?
In this crazy life we live, we all need someone to hold, a friend to light the way when the world starts to unfold. Through all the ups and downs, the highs and lows we share, we'll stick together, ride or die. Let's show we really care.